Psalm 2. Why do the Gentiles riot, and the people imagine vain things? The kings of the earth arise, and the governments consult together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, Let us break his bonds, and shake off his cords. He who dwells in the heavens will laugh, the Lord will mock them. Then he will speak to them in his anger, and he will trouble them in his wrath. But I have anointed my king on my holy hill of Zion. I will proclaim the decree. The Lord said to me, You are my son, today I have begotten you. Ask of me, and I will give you the nations for your inheritance, and the ends of the earth for your possession. You will crush them with a rod of iron, you will break them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Now therefore, O kings, be wise, let yourselves be instructed, judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath kindles a little while. Blessed are all those who trust in him. Psalm 2 is a royal psalm celebrating the coronation of a king and affirming the Lord's sovereignty over all nations. It is also considered a messianic psalm, as it is quoted several times in the New Testament in reference to Jesus as the Messiah. The psalm begins with a declaration of rebellion by the nations and their rulers, who conspire against the Lord and his anointed one, the Messiah. The psalmist asks why the nations rage and conspire in vain, and implies that their rebellion is futile because the Lord will set up his king on Zion, Jerusalem's holy mountain. The psalm then switches to a statement by the Lord himself, who proclaims his sovereignty over the nations and affirms the identity of his chosen king. The Lord declares that he has set up his king in Zion, and that he will give him the nations as his inheritance, and the ends of the earth as his possession. The Lord warns rebellious nations and their rulers to serve the Lord with fear and trembling, lest they perish in his anger. The psalm ends with an exhortation to the rulers of the earth to serve the Lord and worship him reverently. The psalmist exhorts them to submit to the Lord and to his anointed, lest they be destroyed by his wrath. Overall, Psalm 2 celebrates the Lord's sovereignty over all nations and affirms the identity and authority of his chosen king. It also serves as a reminder that rebellion and opposition to the Lord and his anointed one are futile, and that the wise course of action is to submit to his rule and reverently worship him. In the New Testament, Psalm 2 is often cited as a prophetic reference to the coming of Jesus Christ as the Messiah and the establishment of his kingdom on earth.